that's a fail. It's 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. I'm in the garage and it is absolutely freezing. So that means I can only be up to no good once again. So to the untrained eye, on my workbench this evening, I have a rusty, dirty green BMX and a rusty, unbuilt orange BMX. I'm going to give you a few seconds just to see if you can figure out the cunning plan. You got it? So I'm confident by now you probably have figured it out, because the plan is fairly straightforward. Behind me there is a DK 6-pack complete build which I picked up off a marketplace this week for the huge sum of £60. It was only down the road in Canterbury and means nothing to me, but it's got lots of nice DK parts on it. And if you can't guess what the other bike is, it's pretty clear. It's a General Lee. Now, despite the General Lees being a couple of years after we had long gone and packed up and riding around on mopeds, from the moment I saw one when I started to sort of get back into the whole BMX thing, I just could tell that they were an iconic frame, especially these earlier ones. And yeah, picked it up, good price, fell in love with them years ago, and they've always been on the list. I can't really call it a grail bike because it is a good few years after we stopped riding, but it's definitely a classic. So I'm pretty sure you figured out the plan, but basically we're going to take all the bits off the bike that I paid £60 for. I know it's kind of cheating, but hey, it's cold. And we're going to put them all on the General Lee, just so we can make a rideable bike and see if we can do some awesome skills. Right, gonna have to call that a night there just for the moment because it's getting quite late. I got work tomorrow. The seat post is a bigger size and I don't seem to have the adapter to go in the hole to make that disc work on the profile cranks that I was gonna use on this bike. But other than that, it's all coming on okay, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So a couple of days gone by and back out in the cave. It's really, really cold again tonight. But in the post, we have had one of them turn up, one of them turn up, and one of them turn up, which means we can get cracking again. So sadly it didn't pass the super skid test, but I think we can blame that solely on that horrific Tektro thing on the back there that was the standard brake off of the 6-pack. I'm sure if that had a traditional AD 990 on there, it was skidded all the way down the drive. So the conclusion video, I'm so happy with how this bike has turned out, just amalgamating the two bikes together. It's already one of my favourites, probably in my top 5 of the bikes that I've built. It's absolutely beautiful, rides lovely, and there's not a lot really to say about it because I'm sure you all know what a DK General Lee is or was. The only thing I did want to say though was, if you were the person that marked up the rear dropouts and at some point ever considered cutting them, shame on you. Shame on you indeed. But yeah,